Well, I don't know how those people would be on there if you hadn't.
Well, here we go. I don't know what happened. All right, let's see what's going on. Can anybody hear me now? Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Hello, Linda.
What am I on?
It looks like you're on.
But it won't. It's like I'm still waiting. All it is giving you like a chat.
I just see a page that says waiting for unhinged production.
Sorry. Yeah. See, I don't think that's.
I can hear you. Should be able to see.
Oh, sound.
No.
Oh, there. Now I can see. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
It's like behind.
Yeah, it's behind. Okay. Auto stop. Auto start. All right. Here we go. All right. So we're moving now. Everything's rocking and
Well,
rolling.
that was fun.
Okay, so we can hear, we can see, everything's there. All right, finally, we're started. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Let's get rolling on this thing. How about it after those? Now that it's what, 7:30, and we're, oh my gosh, it is almost 7:30. Haven't done anything. All right. I made my glue a little tackier. I added my paste a little tackier. Added some more glue to it. We're going to use some jute twine today. We're going to work on the stem and kind of making this guy a little bit, cooler looking. If this lags too much with this other camera, we're going to get rid of it and go back to one camera. But we're going to try for a little while using two. Let's see what happens. Hey, right there behind you is the Dremel tool. Yeah, let me see that. But before we get going too far on this guy, I'm going to go ahead and sand down. We made these teeth not too long ago, so I'm going to go ahead and sand these teeth down and see what's going on there. Look, see, I got a view count of 0. Everything's behind. What is going on? What if I do this? Boom, back. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. I gotta get in here behind you.
I haven't made my fangs, Linda said.
Linda hasn't made her fangs. I think we made, if I remember right, we made the fangs the very first day.
The very first day?
Yeah, because I had the clay laying around. We made them at the end of that, rolled them out. I want to sand these down real quick because I'm going to be putting these on tonight. Oh, you know what else? Let's do this too. Brand. Let's go here. Put a little music behind it. All right. Hey, Diablo's on. What's going on, man?
Yeah, sure.
All right, it's going to get loud. Oh, no, it's not. I'm not plugged in yet.
Maybe you shouldn't get it loud.
Hey, Diablo, saw that video you put up today on making the spider table thing. That thing is sweet. I like the way it turned out. All right, so that's not super smooth. Where's it at? Probably won't even focus, the light's too bright. It's got a little striations in it or whatever, but that's okay. It'll look good once it's painted and even do a little wash over the top of it. It'll turn out okay. So that's out of the way for now. Let's get this guy back. So hopefully if everybody got their pumpkin all the way around, you should look, you know, more like a pumpkin today than we did last week. Yes, looping easy way to trim your fingernails, that's for sure. If it gets carried away. Yeah, but the mic was muted, so I wasn't.
Making sure you heard me.
Yes, I did.
Y'all blow, hey, hey, hey.
I'm going to use a little clay tonight. And I'm going to smooth out some of these areas around this leg. Make it make more sense than it did. How about we pick this thing up like this now? Maybe you can see what's going on. Possibly. It's so rough. I need to get a camera over my shoulder. We're going to run with some clay. I'm going to kind of see when I first did this. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but the transition on this doesn't look good. I'm just going to clean up some of these transitions on parts of the legs at the body a little bit. Kind of make them make a little more sense. And then we'll move on to putting some little viney stuff on this thing and kind of creeping it out a little bit. I need to put some paste on this first. Well, hello from Scotland. What's up, Phil Walker? It's been a while. I don't believe you were here last week. Lupin, I think you were. Diablo wasn't. I think Sandy was here last week. I know Linda was here last week. I saw that. Look at that big. That's got to be cotton. That's got to be a glob of cotton. It's still stuck in there. Let's get a little. Okay. I wonder if she fell asleep. Hmm? She may have.
I just wanted to fill my pain.
Right. All right. I'm brushing this down with a little mache paste first, so it gives this clay something a little tacky to stick to. I mean, generally it'll stick to it no matter what, but if you put some paste on it first, it helps out. Test. So you guys don't hear me, or can you hear me now? Or do you just hear the music? Let me know. Just music? Really, even now? Now tell me if you can hear anything now, if it's just music. I can hear your background. Okay, Jim says he can hear me now. Lupin says he can hear me now. You can't hear me now? All right, I'll hang up. Tell me if you can hear me. Tell me in chat. Yeah, Cobweb says, all right, they can hear me. Right on. I'll let you go. Diablo calling in. Said he couldn't hear. Hopefully he can hear now. Keith can hear me. Right on. He can hear me and music. Lupin voice came back with the face cam. Maybe I just lost the camera for some reason. Hopefully, maybe. Dude, this is the way this live stream's been this whole from the beginning this time. Like, can you see me? Can you hear me now? I've had a lot of difficulties on this one for some strange reason. Yeah, Lupin, the things are made from paper clay. And Diablo still can't hear me? Ah, now you can hear me. Right on, right on. Okay. Hopefully it's just not losing over and over again. I don't know. Anyway, yes, the things are made from paper clay, but you could have made them out of any kind of clay, even cold porcelain or anything. But we rolled some real quick the very first night we started this. Oh, right on. Yeah. Well, it's just a free music deal I can put in the background. I can't hear it on my end at all. So what am I going for, Keith? Nice, calming, relaxing mood. All right. We're going to bulk that whole thing out a little bit more. Anyway, if this stuff stays together with us, let's see how the stream rolls. I don't know. It's been weird. Right now, I'm just kind of fattening out where everything kind of came together. So this was all kind of misshapen before. I'm just using a little bit of clay and kind of bringing this stuff back in together, making it, trying to make a little more sense. I'm going to add a little bit to the main body here. and just a little bit, and then once we're done with that, we're going to start putting veins and stuff on it. Probably go ahead before we start veining it, and we'll add the fangs to it first so we can work around that. Man, you can hear them come down those stairs.
You're lucky. The album says.
Lucky.
Oh, how are you lucky?
I don't know. He called a minute ago and he's like, dude, I can't hear you. And then finally, then everybody's like, oh, I can hear you now. And I think I lost maybe connection, like internet connection or something.
Big throbbing spider veins.
Yes, we're gonna put some big throbbing spider veins all over this dude.
Here, get off for a minute. Let me clean it off. What are you doing? Okay, your dog. I don't even try. Will the legs stay wire?
Pretty much they're gonna stay wire, except we're gonna wrap. I am gonna wind up wrapping jute twine dipped in paste around the wire to give it some texture, to give it some this veiny look, like the picture that you guys looked at whenever you click on this thing was the big pumpkin spider made a few years ago, and kind of did this kind of veiny type of deal all over it. I'm going to try to replicate that on the smaller one.
And she was asleep.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Just got back from Fear Expo a few hours ago. It was an awesome show. Lots of vendors.
Oh yeah, right on. You guys, you went. Vic went. I was hoping that went good for you guys. I was telling everybody last week. Vic was on here too. Keith, I was trying to tell everybody what you guys are doing for Pandora and the giveaways you guys are doing by having people go and donate on the on her GoFundMe page. What do you have to put in the when you donate? What are you supposed to write in there so you guys know? I forget what that is, so if you'll type that out here, let us know what they would need to put on there. But I was letting them know that Vic got a hold of me last week and that I'd be building some kind of crazy pumpkin to give away for this next one.
Chansey, come here.
So the more details I can get on all that, I'll try to promote that every single time we have a live. Which would basically be every Monday. Man, I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry to keep picking this up, but it's such a tedious process. Man, that looks horrid. Let's see if I can get this to smooth out a little bit.
Put anything is cool. You know?
Any what thing is cool?
You were just talking about stuff.
Oh, what I was going to give away? Yeah, but I need to know where, when people go, they're supposed to like hashtag it or do something so they can get in the drawing.
Oh, well, you should have said that whole thing.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to get with Keith and bit through this week and get more details on how they got that set up so I can promote it on here a little bit better. And I'm not going to, I don't know if I'm going to put anything on this other two. I don't think I'm going to put anything on those other two.
This still looks like an ant, I think. Sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, I swear.
It's not an ant.
But right now it kind of looks like this.
It's not an ant.
I understand fully what you're saying.
Oh, well, that's going to fall. Woo!
You don't need to drop that phone again. We're working on the details. Diablo gave us a great strategy.
Oh, right on. Well, as soon as you get all the details in line and your strategies in line, get with me so I can talk it up.
She thinks that she's trying.
What are you doing, cat?
Trying to get up to where she can't go anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put that in front of your facade.
I'm not sure where I'm going to put this one. Last year I put the big one right on the front of the facade, but I am not.
Can't.
I'm not sure. I want to make a couple more of these. Too. I need to get.
What's that noise?
She's on top of the ductwork. She's not going to make it far. She's not going to make it far.
These cats.
This is all blocked off over here now. My live videos, as far as YouTube is concerned, are not well put together because we have so much other stuff going on that we're talking about all at the same time. But whatever. Yeah, Diablo just put up a tutorial today that came out. You guys should go check it out. He doesn't think the tutorials ain't good, but it's pretty cool. He made this table deal. It's got all these spiders on it, and then did this actuator underneath with some magnets, and these spiders all move around and stuff. I think it's pretty freaking cool. And the tutorial wasn't bad, as much as he says it was. It wasn't. And then he's also built this big killer spider that's eating a little kid that's freaking awesome too. Of course, it's not paper mache, but we'll let that slide. Right now, I'm going to kind of mark out where I want to put these things, and I know you guys can't see, but I'm going to mark these out, cut some holes and shove these in and go ahead and glue these into place. So as I add stuff to this, these things are already sitting here. Because I may put a little bit of clay down on the front side of this face as well. I'm just so... I feel like I was not prepared for today's live stream. This whole spider deal, I feel like I haven't been prepared the whole time we've done this thing. My clay is real sloppy now. That's the only thing too. The clay I'm working with right now is old. It's a couple months old, and the textures are a little off on it. But I have to add a little more to it, and it kind of gets funky. That is so funny. That
she does not understand. Stupid cats.
What did I do with this?
What?
Yeah, put this back in here. You don't have to go that far. We're good.
Shove me out of the way, it's fine.
We'll do
Yes, I just,
What?
I wasn't worried about saying any of it.
All right, let's cut this out real quick.
It's going back to 0 people.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on tonight. Everything seems off. Yes. But is anybody still watching? According to what I see on here, it shows 0 people. Everything's kind of off tonight, so I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I need to shut this whole thing down and try again. I don't know what's going on. But if you're still here and you're still watching, just say, hey, I'm still here.
Just haven't seen the other typing.
Lupin says he sees 10 watching. Okay, cool. At least you guys, your counters are working. Mine's not. I don't know what's going on.
I'm still here. Deal with I see it now.
All right, I appreciate that. Thanks, guys, because it's everything on my end tonight is really strange. I don't know what's going on.
We're in the twilight zone.
Yeah, I mean, something's just off. I'm going to have to buy a bigger computer. Something that's stronger. Joey says he sees 10 watching. Awesome.
So everybody's seeing 10.
Keith is seeing 10. Sweet.
It's consistent.
Okay, we got at least 10. You know, it's been, but that's how, you know what? It's not the most popular thing in the world, but we've consistently had 10 to 15 people every single time. That's great. I just wish some of my patrons could get on here and be live with us while they're building their stuff. Lupin, are you building along? Jim, I know, well,
No,
Mr. Bros, if he's still here, he was behind. I don't know if he started this pumpkin spider deal or not.
You might have a slow refresh rate.
Bree is here. Hey, what's going on?
I don't know why I'm down here because you just.
I just looked
Did
over.
your
I'm not
thing,
always
so-
looking at the same time. You help when I'm concentrating on this. You help.
It's really loud.
Well, of course I'm loud. You married me. I was loud.
Jim says I'm here, way behind. LOL.
I know Linda's building along. She sent some pics the other day, I think. I'm pretty sure. Sandy, are you building along? I know you're here. I don't remember if I've gotten any progress picture. I don't think I've got progress pictures from you. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Lupin says I just started one.
Just started one. Right on. They're like, well, the way we watched you struggle with this little one, I'm not sure we want to deal with it.
True.
This has been a little more of a pain than the bigger one. I'm going to add a little hot glue in this, and we're going to stick a thing in here. I don't know if it's been a little tougher because it's smaller, or if it's just because I'm trying to do the whole thing live. It's harder, guys. I don't know how to explain it to you, but when you're creating and making something, doing this live.
He says, just wishing I was.
Is a little more difficult. Than just coming down here and, ooh, that's hot glue everywhere. Ooh, that's hot. Imagine that.
Diablo says, haha, Sandy's ahead of you. What? I've been a few times where my hip hurts if I set for only 15 minutes and my legs hurt if I stand only 15 minutes, so I'm up and down all day. Hey, I can relate to that right now.
Sandy's ahead. Well, that's cool. She doesn't have to wait. Of course, she's probably watching off the other one too, as well. I have to wait. How mad would you guys be if I went on to the next step without doing it live?
Diablo just has to give you crap because that's Diablo. It's his job.
Mm-hmm.
Jim says, I think we all just appreciate the time you put into this. Into this for all of us. It took me a minute to be able to talk.
Thank you, Jim. So there you can see we've kind of got these things in here. Looks a little more like a spider. I don't know. I don't think it looks like an ant. Carrie keeps saying it looks like an ant.
I swear it's
But while I got this hot glue hot, I'm going to add a little hot glue on all these little knuckle parts.
I think I'm going to start a fiberglass mache hobby.
Was that Keith?
And yeah, and Lupin says I agree with Jim.
Of course it was Keith. Here's something too we could have done, and I'm not going to do it, but I've done it with the big twisted snowmen I made. Like, we could actually just take this hot glue and make a bunch of texture as far as the stem goes. We could make a crazy wooden texture just using the hot glue. I've done that before as well.
And Diablo said, oh, I like the things. I love the things. Giving you compliments.
I'm going to try to get the eyes on here tonight too. I'm going to try to get a lot on here.
Diablo being all nice. I'm kidding. He's nice. He just likes to give crap. I just love that you're teaching. Mache is his secretive art.
Well, the thing is, it's not really hard. It just it takes patience. It's time consuming. That's all. If you got patience, and
if you want to get your hands dirty, which I don't. I'm surprised the kid from school hasn't gotten on yet. Maybe it was because you're having difficulties and he's just like, forget it.
Oh, cheesecake?
Is that what his name is?
Yes, it's so funny.
You could draw out wooden balls and slide them up the leg for naughty joints.
Oh, absolutely. That'd be a good deal to do. Or even if you had some of those, even since this is so small, when you had some of those, like little plastic beads, like my Carrie used to have some. The kids used to make like.
We still have some.
Those little bracelets with.
Bree has them upstairs.
You could just, because those would be big enough too. You just slide those right up and kind of glue them into place and be done as well. All kinds of stuff like that.
Haha, he said balls.
Balls. I'm making some merch.
That says that?
Yeah. That says I like to either play with balls or create with balls or something like that.
I think create with balls.
I'm gonna make
better.
a t-shirt that's got that on the front.
I actually like both of them. I don't know. Guess you could have the option. I couldn't wear it to school though.
No, you wouldn't be able to wear it at school.
It's all about the balls, Lincoln said.
Yes.
That's what men think. No offense. I'm kind of mouthy tonight.
You are kind of mouthy now, probably because you and your daughter got into it earlier.
Yeah, maybe.
It's been one of those days.
I don't like having a teenager and a girl at that. The boys I can deal with, but man.
Can you guys even see what I'm doing? I'm not even paying attention
No.
to the camera. I just kind of yanked this up
No.
and went after it.
You suck.
Yeah, so I put hot glue on the ends of these, and each one of them looks morbidly different than the other one. There's no good consistency on this, but who cares? By the time we wrap this with some viney stuff or whatever, no one's going to know the difference.
You have to work with what you have, Keith. I always fear hot glue melting in the shed in the summer. Diablo says nope.
Nope. What?
I don't know.
Diablo's nope. Nope.
That's all I see is nope.
A lot of times, yeah, I try to stay away from hot glue just because I worry about melting too. If I have something that I know has got a lot of hot glue on it, which is very rare,
Maybe he's saying nope to hot glue.
I put that. I don't store that in the attic in the garage. I'll actually store it inside the house.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Most of the stuff I store is down here. That's with the
Easy.
snowman's right up there. Oh, I need, baby.
If I have to go upstairs.
No, right there. See where the tape measure is and the battery? There's a knife right there. I need that knife. If you could get that, I would much appreciate that. And so would everybody in the chat. You're amazing.
Nope.
We watched a show called Nope.
No, it sucked. I'm only doing this.
It was not any good.
Not for
Thank you.
Diablo, not for anybody else. I'm only doing it for Diablo today. I was talking to my wife. Don't know why I texted it.
That's hilarious. All right, let's bulk this body out some. We're going to bulk out. You guys probably can't see. It's probably hard to tell. But when I made this head, it's a little deformed. This side's a little smushed in compared to the other side. So I'm going to build up some clay around that. I'm going to build a little clay up on this part here. Just a little bit to give it a little more, I don't know, something different. And it looks too flat right now. All I'm doing is just kind of looking at this thing, and I'm just saying, what can I do to add a little more interest to it? So I'm going to add some down the back here just to kind of raise up the center part of the back a little bit. I should probably honestly fatten this out so it looks more like a spider. But I'm just torn about doing that. Like, honestly, let's up, come up. There we go. Honestly, on spiders, this area right here, you've got your big fat abdomen, and then this section here is pretty fat too. It's kind of like a couple little fat balls put together or whatever. Part of me wants to do that, but the other part of me just kind of like, even with the big spider I did, the whole concept of this thing is not to make it look exactly like a spider, right? The whole idea is this was a pumpkin that's either from a spell or whatever or something, and it's a twisted creature, it's a twisted pumpkin, and the pumpkin's turned into something that looks like a spider or like the dragon or whatever, all those different things. I just got this concept of wanting to make creatures that have come from pumpkins, whatever. So that, all that crap being said, since this is a pumpkin spider, I don't think I'm going to fatten that. I think I'm going to lay a little bit of clay just to kind of bring up a ridge on this back, just so I can kind of keep this more stem-like through here. And then we have all these legs coming off of it, right? So it looks like literally this pumpkin just twisted and turned into a spider. That's the idea.
Yaldo said put one of the fangs on his ASS and then have some hot glue dripping off it like a web. I'm not saying the word.
Oh, stick one through there and then put some. I don't have any. Oh, I do have some more fangs.
I'm not saying the word because last time he gave me a hard time saying he was going to be.
Yeah, she's gonna. My wife's potty mouth's gonna get us demonetized.
And because I have kids from school that have started wanting to follow my husband, so.
Yes, we gotta be careful about that.
I gotta be proper now, darn it.
We got some youngins here in town that have discovered
Jay's YouTube.
the channel. They all know the yard for Halloween, but they have discovered the channel and they've been following along.
I'm trying to keep it PG, even though I'm sure they've heard worse. I just
keep it PG-14. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Yes, no, yes, enough. Kinda. I need to get some things hung from the ceiling so I can put cameras in different spots. How about that? Boy, that sounds kind of weird too.
what?
Getting things hung from the ceiling.
Okay.
Carrie,
You're not helping my cause over here.
we're going to run this ridge right down this back. I'm going to fatten this face out a little bit, and we're going to show some little bitty eyeballs in this thing. And then we'll break out the jute twine and go crazy on it. Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should take this camera over here on the side, pull it down here so you guys can quit looking at my face, since I mean I know it's pretty, but let's see. But all right, let's see about that. Let's switch these up. So let's move this one to the big side. All right, looky there, there's another angle. So you've got this angle now from the front, you can see what I'm doing there, and then you've got the other camera over there on that angle. Is that better? Can you see better that way?
Yep. I don't know if that's what he's responding to, but yep.
Yep.
You know, you're talking to his wife
He was
again.
talking about how pretty my face was.
Oh, is that it?
That was it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever makes you feel better at night, babe.
Whatever floats your boat.
A lot better. Hello, it's Cheesecake.
Hey, Cheesecake is here. Right on. You were just talking about it.
AKA Cage. Throwing his name out there for everybody.
Man, I know you can hear that stupid thing. To what?
I was trying to see if we could. What does the star do?
What star? I don't know. Click it.
Well, I was trying to see if you could add them back somehow, but I don't think you can do it on here.
This live has gone so strange so far, so I mean, if you want to test anything, it couldn't be any worse than what's already happened tonight.
Right? kind of quiet.
Yes, it is.
It makes me a little anxious. Even though I like it when it's quiet, but...
And there is my spoon.
What are you doing now?
I am just smoothing this out a bit after I kind of made this ridge down the center. I don't know why I added the ridge. I just felt like it needed it.
Because I keep saying it looks like an ant.
Probably so.
I'm making you self-conscious about it.
Yes, you've made me. You've made me.
Guess your life choices.
No.
Darn.
You have killed my self-esteem.
I'm joking. Stop it.
On making Halloween stuff.
Diablo says you could have the stem coming out of the pumpkin and have stem pieces twisting up, going a little bit up the legs. I don't know, just another idea. It's a good idea.
Stem pieces coming out of the pumpkin. I'm going up to, what the hell is he talking about?
Hey, language.
I'm
Out of the
lost on
pumpkin
it.
and have stem pieces twisting up, going a little bit up the legs.
Like coming off the stem and then coming up the leg and wrapping around? Because if that's what you're saying, that's the plan. That's the plan, man. But I'm not going to do that with clay. I'm going to do that with jute twine. And then there's a good chance I'm going to do that and seal it all in with some toilet paper and mache paste.
Not on our side. We can hear the elevator music.
There's
What?
music going. So you can't hear him anymore? Whoop, 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 whoop. That's still there.
Did you still have that music going?
Yeah, I've still got music going in the background.
I can't hear it.
I know you can't hear it, but it's going.
Then turn it off.
Why would I turn it off? They've been able to hear it. Just type in there and be like, "Hey, did you guys lose?" Because it could have been due to connection or something.
Oh my goodness. Whoa. Whoa. Maybe that's why cheesecake hasn't responded. I don't like this live tonight. It's been messed up.
Yes, it's really weird.
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone almost.
Oh, I agree with that.
Gee, what is it? Yep, he can.
Okay.
We just get it like 5 minutes late.
Well, I wonder, see if we lose connection or whatever, because I don't know if that one's on.
What?
I don't know if I have that one on
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi or if it's just off the service. So, like,
Can I pull it down and look? Or not?
I think it's on Wi-Fi.
It's supposed to be?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because the service was really sketchy down here. They probably couldn't see anything I was just doing right there. Sandy says, look at them. They're all trying to get back up there. And did you see her?
The cats?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're done. No, you didn't lose it. You said it was quiet, and I said no because we can hear the elevator music, but I said that a minute ago. Oh, well, I can't hear the elevator music over here, unfortunately.
Well,
So
we got
at least you have something going for you.
I have it turned down a little bit.
I can't hear it all over here.
Because if I turn that up too much, and because what I'm doing, because that won't completely shut off for whatever reason, and then it will start going wee 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 and screeching super loud. So I just got music
it's looking good, man. It's looking good
for them to
so they don't
listen
have to.
Just... That's right. So they're not like, man, can I get some elevator music in this place?
It'd be nice if we could play some good music.
Well, there's another deal I need to look up that's got some pretty good music that you can use, but I need to have time to look it up. This clay is such junk right now.
You know how to make new.
I know, but we're going to force our way through with this old stuff.
Gosh, it's already almost 8:30. I need to go to bed.
Yeah, it's past your bedtime.
Not yet. It's not like Albert. What are you doing, Cat? Reaper.
Reaper, get off there.
It's calming. Hi. Kitty, you're fat. I wasn't really fat.
You guys heard it. She said I was fat.
No, I was talking about Cat. Don't be like that. Get down.
She has a habit of wanting to hang out in here when I'm working. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
The second you throw up, they're gonna strike you.
Too hot?
I'm trying to find somebody.
Here, let's move this up so you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. And back down. Yeah, the second you throw up Slayer, they're going to strike you. That's right.
What if you put more of the cotton ball on the body, but just a few stripes? Wait, would it be more? Oh,
Cotton ball in the body.
but just a few strips.
We can, but just hang in here because when this start using this jute twine, it'll all start pulling together. Because I'm basically going to cover up a lot of what I did with the clay with the jute twine. I was just kind of bulking that out a bit.
One of these days, I'm gonna live stream and blast Ladies Run to the Hills and watch YouTube have an aneurysm.
Like Keith again?
Yep.
And it's back, finally. Nice. I don't know if it's the connection or if it's just...
It's this, because look, that...
But see, that's through StreamYard. So I'm unsure. Why that's doing that.
He says, oh, GAMN, gotta drive home now. Good night, all.
Who's that?
Suburbs.
Good night, Keith. Oh, yeah, he's generally working on Monday nights. See you, Keith. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the super chat. Boom. All right, let's put some clay on the center here, and let's put some eyeballs on this thing, and then let's play with some jute twine. It doesn't look the best at the moment, but it also doesn't look the worst. So, yeah, we'll just keep on keeping on. I'm totally gonna make some new clay soon. So to add these eyes, all I'm gonna do is drop in a piece of clay right here across the...
And I gave you $10.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. That's for sure. I do appreciate the super chats. All that stuff goes a long ways in everything that we're trying to do. So I'm slapping just a thing of clay right over the forehead here. I'm going to blend this in just a bit, and then I'm going to start sticking some of these jewel things I showed you guys last week in this for eyes. We're going to add another little blob right here on the forehead.
Oh, you're not finishing this though today, right?
Well, I'm going to get it close to being finished.
Wanda says I can hear you still. She knows I get anxious about it. Thank you. I don't think I said anything, did I? I thought it in my head. And then she said that. It's kind of weird.
So right now I'm still just kind of playing around with ideas on how it looks, because I don't draw like I see some guys that like they actually draw out how they want their stuff to look. And I don't do that. I just am rambunctious and just kind of go after it. Really, that's nothing more than some weird... You know what? I may put two little eyeballs on the top of that and then put a bunch of eyeballs down here. How about that? That sounds like a great idea. I wasn't planning that before, but I just made an eyeball holder. So, hey, let's use it. I made a half a ball, a quarter of a ball on top of his head. And I'm pretty sure last week I showed you guys that I bought these little jewel things quite a few years ago. When I did my big spider. We're just going to reuse these things again. You want to go ahead and pop these into place in this clay while it's wet. And they should glue into place. After it dries out, I don't know, they might fall out. If they do, I will just glue them back into place again. But what's going on? Why can't I get to that? There's a whole second. Wow. There's a special secret container inside there. Okay. All right, so before we get doing this, is there some kind of special thing? Like spiders only have so many eyes, and if I put the wrong amount of eyes in this, it's going to be incorrect. Like I did the wrong amount of legs the first time around. Anyone? Anyone know how many eyeballs the spiders are supposed to have?
Those should look great as eyes.
Who's that?
Lupin.
Lupin! Yeah, they should turn out. Well, they look pretty good. I'm a big one. Let's see if I can just look at that. That makes it look like I know what I'm doing.
Hey, Peppy. Mm-hmm.
So let's do one there. Oh my gosh. Let's do one here. Man, this almost.
99% of spiders have 8 eyes.
8? What would we do, like 16? Or 5? How many eyes do pumpkin spiders have? That almost looks like I know what I'm doing. So who said that? Lupin?
Mm-hmm. So I'll have 6, 4, or 2.
So we got 2. And then if we did 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Would be odd. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I basically have 6 to deal with. So let's try it like this. Let's put one here.
Nothing on how many eyes pumpkin spiders have. So go wild.
Can't find that on Google, huh? Let's see if we can get 2 more on this and make it look like it makes sense.
If it's a mutant, it can have whatever Diablo said.
That's right. That was the theory we came up with on his big spider.
Love it.
Yes. But that looks like it's just smiling. What's up? Let's move these things up a little bit. Let's do that. Look, if I kick that in the bottom, oh, that's better. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I pressed on the bottom sides of these, kind of pushed the bottom side in a little bit, and stood these up straighter. And by doing so, that made that a lot more gnarly looking. I like that. Except this one, there's not enough clay behind it. Gosh dang it, of course not.
Love it.
Let's move these eyes way up here like this.
No eyelashes?
Spiders have eyelashes?
Jim says, gotta run. 3 a.m. comes early. Glad to finally connect on your live stream.
Dude, Jim, I was glad you made it, man. Yeah, and 3 does come early. Okay. I can't, man, that just looks like a happy face. Oh my god. It doesn't look like this in real life. But let's see.
Maybe want you to make a glam spider.
So what if I put one like right here in the center too? That just looks like a nose if I do that.
It does.
I can't do that. This is looking like okay, we got to pull this. This one has to come out of here. That's got to come out. This one has to come out. We have to reposition these because that just looks like a face up there, and I'm not happy with that. So let's move this eye down here.
Pretty little spider.
Let's move this eye down here. I like that better. Maybe we push these up a little more. And pull that in. See, these are the big ones on top. They're the fake eyes. All right, that's like a natural weapon. The predators go towards those big ones, but they're not real. It's these little ones down here. Here we go. Maybe that looks a little bit better. I don't know. Is that too many eyes? I think it's kind of neat looking. I'm gonna roll with that unless you guys say there's too many eyes. I can take them big ones out. But then again, I count ultimately right. I'm just gonna do what I want to do. No matter what. I'm such a jerk. Okay. Let's play with some jute twine.
Looks good. Less like a mouth.
Yeah, it was so looking like a mouse a minute ago.
Well, I think I'm going to bed. Just put 6 up and down side by side. The other side.
Well, then it would look like yours.
And what's wrong with that?
Have you seen his? No.
Wow. That was rude.
Then everybody be like,
You copied Diablo.
Jay copied Diablo because this video got it first.
That's funny. Anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna go lay down. I'm older. I'm gonna check on my daughter.
Okay.
Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
Carrie's out. She's going to bed.
Well, I'm gonna lay down anyways.
Well, she's gonna go prep for bed. Now let's undo a little bit of this jute twine.
Oh, Joe said that's good. Probably that you didn't copy him on them.
Probably that you're going to bed.
I know he's probably done with me.
Sandy said, "Good night, Carrie."
Good night, Sandy. Oh, ouch. Corn peppers. I know that you're just sitting there because I'm there.
I was going to try to do this with some thicker ones on the body and then go into thinner ones on the legs. When I did this on the big pumpkin spider, I used either toilet paper, I can't remember, toilet paper or paper towels, and I rolled them up real tight and put them on, and then mache them into place. Well, we're gonna give this a go. This might have to be all like little ones. Good night, Bree. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. This is where I'm going to mess up a pair of scissors. But this was too long anyway. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit. Shave paste is so hard on scissors. Get down in there. I need one of these that just... How about this one over here? Over here. There we go. Right here. Let's pull this apart a little bit more. So I dipped that jute twine straight into the mache paste. Now I'm letting it soak up a little bit. I think, yeah, we'll try to pull it off like that. I'm just randomly going to be putting this all kind of all around it. I'm going to smash it down into this wet clay a little bit too, just so we can make these crazy kind of viney textures. Right, let's see. Can you guys see that? I'm gonna move this a little bit closer. So basically, drop that jute twine in. We soaked it full of glue, and then I'm just kind of laying it, pressing it in. Then I peeled it apart in this area here where I got two. Brought it up around under this leg and kind of up this one, do the same thing on that one. And we'll basically, here in a little bit, I'll continue those wrapping all the way around the leg with another small one to make it go all the way in. But we're going to put more throughout the body right now just to give this thing some different textures. And I may not get to cover this whole thing tonight, right? I may have to just kind of play with the top side here tonight, let it dry, and then flip it and continue on with the same process, you know, tomorrow and the next day. And I'm going to bring this down that way, loop it back up in there. And literally just smash that into the face. Let's see if I can move this. See if I can get this camera kind of right over the top here. Where you can see more of what I'm doing, maybe. But I don't know if you guys can see. I'm going to try to do this in the camera. Right now I'm just untwisting this. I'm not going to untwist it all the way down. Part of this I'm going to leave still twisted together. And I probably need to come back a little bit further. Okay, let's drop this in the... Let me get some paste on this before I take it too far. This little spatula, shove this back down in here. Can't see where that went. Okay, good enough. And then let's untwist this a little more. One more time, maybe. Come on. Right there. And now, pull this one down around here. And this one, instead of taking to that, we're going to bring it, oh, let's go over the top. Bring this one to the front. Just because it's more random. Oh, hey, Berlin, what's up? Thanks. Glad to see you here tonight. Thank you, Rosanna. And I'm pushing it too, though, because I'm getting a lot of extra glue in this wet clay. Let's just hope it stays how I want it. It might have been a mistake doing it this early, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Yeah, I'm for sure going to have to do this on the top side and then let it dry out, and then attack the bottom side after it dries later on. Well, I'm excited to see everybody's work, their updated pictures and what they've done. No, I'm not on camera at the moment. Right now I am twisting out another thing of jute twine, and this time I'm not going to start with a thick one. I'm going to basically pull them down to the singles by themselves, and then kind of start working, overlapping in some areas, coming up some different legs, just trying to make everything look a little more random. If I do that, boy, I might have enough to get all the way down that leg. Let's see. Let's just keep it long. Where is this? Let's go. What do we got? What do we got? How long are we going? An hour and 36 minutes. I still show 0, but that's okay. I thought I'd already twisted. Don't I have another one out? Oh, this is it. Right here. Right here. Okay, we've got this leg. That needs to just... If I do that, how do I want to do that? Let's see, I'm not sure. Looping. Right on, legs looping. I don't know what's going on with everything on my side tonight. It's just really strange. I don't like this. That's too clogged up right there. Maybe that's it. Let's see. Man, it just looks too busy. I may have to cut some of this. Like, yeah. what if we pull this out of here, cut that one off, we pull that back out. Let's poke this down in here like that. Let's pull this back. That's better. That's better. So I'm not sure if you guys can see what I just did. It was looking too busy up in this area, like I had too much kind of folding over each other, and it just didn't look good. So I kind of pulled that up, clipped one of them off so it wasn't going all the way across there. I opened that back up a little bit. That looks a little better. And I think the next one I do on here, I'm just going to kind of start in here and then wrap it across. Do the same thing on this back leg, and then I'm probably going to pull another one here and then wrap it the opposite way on this leg. I'll probably pull some smaller ones down around the eyes and stuff, and then I'm probably going to have to stop after that and let this stuff dry up before I can do more, or I'm going to start having some serious problems. See you, Diablo. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, Lupin, I agree with that. Better, it's less busy. The other ones stand out a little bit better that way. It's a balance. See you, Rosanine. Thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Yes, I'm going to wrap these last two legs. And then we're going to let this dry. Then I'm going to stop for the night and let this dry. Once I get done wrapping these, I'll explain what I'm going to go ahead and do. You guys pretty much get the gist, right? When you're just adding these things in over and over again. Until it looks right to you. And then when you're doing stuff and while it's wet, if you're looking at it and something looks off, don't be afraid to pull it back out and cut and change it. I mean, because right now is the best time to stop and make changes. And one more leg. I want to wrap those around probably twice or so. I don't know if I like how that's wrapped. I'll throw some other stuff on it. Yeah, we're gonna do some longer wraps. But you can't be there. This has got to be up here. Okay, let's unwrap this leg. I'm pulling this one back just because looking at this, the wrap is just too tight and too uniform. I mean, I do plan on coming back over with some other pieces in a different direction to add some more interest to it, but that's just that was too much. So we're going to straighten this out just a little bit. That's better. Okay. Give me 1 second. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? All right, let's do this. What's up, people? Whoever's remaining. Not sure how many of you are left, but here we are. Okay, get off there. So here's the plan. Here's the thing. Here's what's going to happen. Because next week I would like to get on to painting this thing so we can move to hopefully get it done and then move to another live class on something different that we can have some more fun with. And hopefully more and more you guys will build along with me. That's the funnest part. If you guys are actually building along right along with me the same nights, that way we can see some progress, see what's going on. And I know it's tough, right? It's tough to stay dedicated to do. Life happens. You don't always have time to get caught up or whatever. I get that stuff. But you know, if I can challenge you guys to stay with me maybe it'll give you that extra push to keep going and make this stuff, and you'll have a bunch of new stuff come next Halloween to put out in front of the yard. Because I can tell you guys this right now, I've got a lot going on in the studio deal basement on the other side that you're not privy to. I'm sorry, you're not. Patron, those guys know what's going on over there. That's taking up all this time, so I'm not doing these other videos. However, I can tell you this, today after work, after everything that's going on, I was super tired. And if it wasn't for doing this live class, and if it wasn't for some of you guys who are showing up every time I do this, I would have been lazy and put this off, and I wouldn't have touched it tonight. I wouldn't have moved on. So you guys being here every Monday night for these live deals helps me stay on track and helps me be more responsible, I guess, or to say, or whatever, or just kind of keeps me on track to keep moving on. So that's good for me too. So I appreciate all you guys that show up every Monday night and hang out and chat and talk. It's fun. I mean, I was tired, but once I got down here and we got kind of past some of the stuff that was messing up, just when you guys start jumping on and talking, it becomes fun. It's fun to see you guys in the chat. So I must thank you, because you guys are keeping me on track. So maybe if I keep pushing you guys to be like, hey, I want to see some progress pictures, I want to see what's going on, maybe I can start keeping you guys on track on Monday. If we just set back Monday nights to do a little bit of work, we can get some stuff done. So hang on, what do we got? Sandy, thank you. Sandy says it looks good so far. Thank you. Lupin, he's my counter. We got 8 viewers on. And then Berlin, I'm at work listening, watching when I'm able to. You're always watching in some weird times. So this is what we got going on. I'm going to stop to let this stuff dry, or I'm going to start messing up more stuff. I need to get to the bottom. But like on this leg, where this wire is kind of coming up around this way, the next day after this is dry, I'll probably add a little piece and blend it into the body and then wrap it the opposite direction. So I'm going to do a lot of like artistic looks or whatever to put more of this jute twine in. And I'll probably bring some more around the face down there, like in this area. You know, I'll bring more down, maybe even one kind of across the top side here. Do here and blend those in, and maybe even have them come down to touching the fangs or whatever. But this really needs to dry before I can move on and do any of that work. So throughout the rest of the week, I'm not going to wait until next week and have you guys see this again, because we're trying to be a build along. So if you are building along, and we're building along tonight, once this dries up, continue on through the week when you get a chance. Add a little bit more to it. Get through those legs a little bit more on the bottom side of your body, all those things that can just help, you know, with the looks, and just do it until you're happy with it, the way it looks. And next week we'll get on to painting this thing. And honestly, since this is going to go outside, and I'll probably I will pre-do this before Monday night before you guys get here. When these things dry and they're in this state, like right here, I call this raw, right? So when that dries up, I call that dried up in the raw. So while after this thing dries and it's raw dry, I'm going to, at that point in time, that's when I'm going to go ahead and do a spar urethane sealer on it. I've got this Bear sealer. This is a water-based sealer. It's going to work. I'm going to paint that all over it. I may even spray it on. Sometimes it's easier. But I'm going to get a good layer of sealer on it first. Let that dry. And then Monday we'll get to painting. The first thing I'm going to do is black as a base coat color paint. And I've got some exterior latex paint. So I'll do exterior latex paint over that sealer. We'll do all over color paint on top of that. Once that dries up, I will then do another layer of spar urethane sealer over the top of that. That all helps just with weather prevention and keeps these things going. Because like If you guys have been following me around, you've seen it, you know, I tell you all the time, I'm not lying to you. When I make the stuff that sets out in the yard, it goes through the rain. The only times I have pulled stuff in is when I pulled in once, when there was a real, and I didn't pull everything in, but we had this super, super strong thread tornado. Like, the threat was really, really high, and everybody was really concerned with it, so I brought some stuff in that night. But other than that, I leave that stuff out there. Thanks, Joey. I'm glad you enjoy the classes. Cheesecake? Thanks. I'm glad you like the pumpkin so far. Lupin, we'll see you later, man. And thanks for being here. Lupin also says, do you need to do anything to the metal or the paint to stick to it? No, Lupin, because by the time I drag all this jute twine around this, and it's going to get a layer of mache and glue all over the metal, so the paint's going to stick to that. If that metal was raw and you didn't have anything on it, then I would suggest maybe after you sealed it with some sealer first or whatever, or even before that, maybe hitting it with a rattle can primer or whatever, just to prime over that would help. But I'm going to get so much wood glue paste all over this metal, it's not going to matter. It's going to seal it up. It's going to stick that way. Berlin, awesome. I'm glad this pushes you to get them all the way done and get stuff done, because you guys are helping me get stuff done as well. Hopefully we can get more and more people on here just enjoying Monday nights and creating. And hopefully I can get some of my patrons on here so I can just see what's going on. We can get a group of 10 of us at a time and talk, and you guys can see more than just my stuff. But next week we're going to be painting. So this week, for you guys building along, finish out all the rest of your jute stuff on here, make it look nice and cool and pretty, however you want to get it set up. Try to seal it if you can before next Monday. Sorry, I just saw, I'm always watching. I just saw this piece sticking out here, and I got to get it pushed down before it dries out. Yeah, if you get it sealed up, let's get it sealed up before next Monday. Next Monday night, we'll paint these things, and then we'll move on to the next. I appreciate all you guys, but I am calling it quits for tonight. It's 9:24, not too late, but I'm going to go catch up on a few things I gotta get done. I'll catch you guys all next Monday. Oh, and watch for the community tab on YouTube. If anything I forgot about that I think maybe you're going to need next Monday or whatever, I'll put that on the community tab. So always keep an eye out for that. I don't know if YouTube sends those out or gets you notifications, but you might check that periodically through the week. Other than that, I'll catch all you guys later. Thanks for being here. Sandy, peace out. And I'll see you guys next Monday.